We're back with our weekly video podcast. My name is Kevin Martin. I work with Penn State in the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program. I am the business management specialist here. I've got with me Tim Weigel.
Hi, Tim Weigel with Grape IPM, New York State IPM program, and I'm with the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program as well.
Tim is about to kick off our summer meetings, which gave us a reminder that we should get in here and talk to you about our upcoming coffee pot meetings. So what have you got going on today?
Today we have our annual core pesticide training, and that's why it kind of reminded us of coffee pot meetings, because we have our coffee and our donuts, the always important pesticide recertification credit. The first week of May, our coffee pot meetings, we've been doing coffee pots for about 25 years now. We started them as a way to get out into growers' vineyards, barns. We show up, we have a coffee pot, we have a couple dozen donuts, and we have no agenda. The agenda is set by the growers. And so it's what's happening around the region. Because of the large geographical area of the Lake Erie region, sometimes the growing conditions can be very different from one end to the other. And so typically we try and get all members of the team to go, but it's nice to have a 4-member team because if one person can't make it, we have 3 others that can fill in for them.
Not a lot has changed in the last 20 years. The coffee and donuts are still one of the most popular things about the coffee pot meeting, but we do like to have an opportunity to reach out to growers during the heat of the growing season when it can be really difficult to, even though there are a lot of important issues going on, really difficult for them to make time. So this seems to be an efficient way for them to do that, to talk to us. And one of the ways we have changed in the last 20 years is kind of like the football term in the summer with two-a-days. We'll be doing two-a-day coffee pot meetings. We've been doing that the last couple of years. It's worked out really well since we do cover so many counties. Sometimes in that end of May to end of June timeframe, a lot can change if you're not in a county for 4 or 5 weeks. So with that change, which we'll kick those off the last week of May this year. We'll have an opportunity to reach just about every county, almost every other week.
Yeah. And we're starting them off the first Wednesday. There's every Wednesday, starting off down at Mason Farms in Fairview, Fairview, Pennsylvania. Starts at 10 o'clock. It's open to the public, free of charge. One of the great things that I've noticed over the years with the coffee pot meetings is typically we get a nice little group. It can be anywhere between 2 to 3 people to over 20. But if we get into that 15 to 20 size, it's really great for the grower interaction. I think we learn more and the growers learn more from that type of interaction, the grower telling us what they're seeing and what they're doing. Which really helps us in our jobs to get that type of information out to others.
Yep.
So you can go on our website for a list of locations. If you're not a member, you should become a member because we would have already sent you a list of all the locations in our newsletters. Or you can give us a call here at the lab. One of the coffee pots that I do want to point out, we are going to have one here on May 10th, which is the second Wednesday of May. And Dr. Terry Bates is going to be demonstrating his variable rate management equipment, some of the chute thinning and that he's been working on with the SCRI project, Efficient Vineyards.
The only other thing I have for this podcast is, I hope to see everybody or see a lot of you on May 10th. We don't always have a coffee pot here at Claro, but I think with the chute thinning equipment, that's an interesting opportunity to get a lot of growers to see a new piece of equipment that the industry hasn't really adopted yet. So hopefully we either see you in Fairview or the following week here at Claro. If you have any questions about future topics or what you want to hear from us in this weekly podcast, just make a comment down below and we'll be happy to answer it.
Talk to you next week.